Listen up, you blundering fools. It's time for the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. Get all the toy talk your evil hearts could desire from these nincompoops. Jason, Corey, Elgin, and Spooty.
Yo, Joe, and welcome to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast, where a punk rock band of brothers get together to talk about one of our shared loves, toy collecting. We're here to celebrate how these little colorful pieces of plastic can transform you into a little kid again. If this is your first time listening to or watching us on YouTube, first of all, thank you so much for checking it out. We really appreciate it. And welcome back if you're a longtime fan.
Yes.
We assume you are. You're also going to learn soon enough that we're not toy experts. We're just enthusiasts. We're going to get shit wrong. It's bound to happen. So let's introduce this band, your fellow podcast co-hosts. On lead vocals and rhythm guitar, he's our real American hero. It's Corey Canny.
I told you to call me Bronco.
On vocals and lead guitar, and a true master of the universe, the quiet one, Elgin Arney.
My name is Elgin, and I like to party.
Next up on bass guitar, he's more than meets the eye. He's our Transformers guy, Spooty.
Hi.
Hey, I'm great. I like this, Spooty. And, I'm Jason. That's what they call me, and I'm here to share my love of Transformers and all things awesome. Well, in today's episode, we're pushing the boundaries and exploring the unexpected realm of toy lines derived from R-rated movies. Discover the ingenious ways toy companies navigated the delicate balance between authenticity and appropriateness, bringing beloved characters from R-rated classics straight to the toy shelf. That sounds fun. Man, all right. Read the room. Jason got it. Elgin's also going to take us on a tour of a toy store that, oh man, it's going to be so cool. And we'll hear from you guys with Corey on your favorite toy lines. You can follow us on all the social media platforms, including Patreon. And those links can be found on our website, cracktasticplastic.com. It's the place to be. Mm-hmm. And while you're surfing the interwebs, be sure to stop by our sponsor, toyhacks.com, for all your repro label needs. They also have an armory where you can get some toy-accurate 3D printed weaponry and tons of amazing sticker sets for your toys. We also have a monthly contest that Corey's going to tell you all about.
If you find a picture on the internet that we put there that says to do a thing, like a caption or a name, and you do the thing, then we will give you a $5 coupon for toyhacks.com.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I did.
We won't give everyone a thing.
No, not everyone. All right, I'm going to start over. If you find a picture on the internet that we posted that says to do a thing and we like your thing the best, then we'll give you a $5 coupon. We are not above bribes.
Excellent. I'll use that take.
I would. Yeah. I'd use them both. If you want to bribe us so that you can be the winner, then subscribe to our Patreon for $10 a month.
Do it. Thank you, Corey.
Or send a note to us on a fresh $100 bill.
Or a 5. Whatever.
Whatever. Cocaine smells the same through all of them.
But right now, let's talk about what toys we've picked up lately in a segment we call Thrill of the Hunt.
Listen up, you fools. If anyone knows more about searching for the most unique items in the world, it's me, Cobra Commander. In my reign as Cobra's leader, I have acquired countless items, but those meddling Joes have foiled my attempt at worldwide domination over and over again. But it's the thrill of the hunt that fuels my superb rule of Cobra. Pay attention to my loyal subordinates as they tell you of their latest exploits and acquisitions. It's the thrill of the hunt, Cobra!
All right, a little peek behind the curtain. It's been a minute since we recorded, so.
There's no bra like Cobra.
Hey, nice. New song you're working
Stealing
on?
that from Zorax.
Yes.
No lube like the Pro Lube.
Well, Corey, what have you picked
What
up
do I
lately?
have?
What's new?
Hey, not much. I've just been kind of hanging around and doing my thing.
Get any toys?
Oh,
by
that.
chance?
Perchance.
I did. I have toys. I have a lot of things,
I want to see them.
Cool.
but I brought presents.
Oh, my favorite part.
I did. Yeah, I brought presents. I brought here, I got you this Starscream.
Oh, he's so
'Cause you've
cute
been-
and little.
He's a different. It's the Dollar Tree, but it's different because he's like posed in some sort of action shot.
He's like, hiya, sucker. Cool. Thanks, Corey.
You can put that on your
I
Christmas
got
tree.
Spooty the Optimus Prime, which he needs to be opened and someone and silver Sharpie his windows.
Right.
That's weird.
That's really weird.
Elgin got two things.
Sweet.
Lucky.
Oh no, Elgin got
Zero things.
no. Okay, first it's He-Man. It's a paint error He-Man. And, and his dick's out.
That's funny.
Whoa.
Like the best He-Man
X-rated.
paint error ever.
I love how centered this bubble is as well.
It's all fucked up.
It's like,
Wow.
But you can't open it because then someone will just accuse you of scraping the paint off.
It's true. I'll
Wow.
hang it up next to my other one that's also in a box.
That's
And
amazing.
then I know you're a huge Beatles fan, so
I
there's a
am.
yellow submarine.
Aw.
you.
You gotta show that to the camera.
Oh yeah, here you go. Dick's out, He-Man.
Look at the.
Did you knock over another? Yeah.
Look at him from the side.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that one in the front fell down.
Trying to take a nap.
Yeah.
And then
Cool, thank
another
you.
one that's your favorite color.
Aw.
Is this glow in the dark?
Yes.
Sweet.
Nice.
Thank you.
And it looks fast.
Oh yeah.
Now
it's-
for my stuff. Okay,
X-racers.
I told you guys that I had the absolute coolest,
It really is.
100% coolest G.I. Joe accessory that's ever been made, and it's not this. So here's a bad accessory that I got.
Look at that hand.
And I can't remember the guy's name, and I promised him I'd shout him out on the podcast. And I'm probably going to have to look it up and shout it out later. But
Liar.
Shockwave, this is my Shockwave shock
can't
bat, and
remember
this
it.
dude 3D printed
Oh, shit.
this Shockwave cannon.
Sweet.
With a shockwave gun.
Pew pew. Pew pew.
Fit on his
That's
hand, and
cool.
it kind of falls off, so I used blue tack. But, yeah, I saw those and got super excited, and then I painted it with Sharpies, and I thought, like, the color actually ended up matching pretty well.
That's awesome.
There's this thing that I'm not going to pass around.
Aw.
This is
I wanted a chance to break it.
I've been screwing around with this for ages. This is a little garage I made out of Legos for my Hot Wheels.
I see how he doesn't want us to break his stuff.
I know.
Right,
Pass
right,
around.
I
right.
know. I see.
I know.
how it is.
So weird. And then
You can break that bat when you hand it back. to
Oh,
him.
I have more stuff for you, Jason. I forgot.
Sweet. I love stuff.
Here's
Hey, some Zombots.
Zombots.
Sweet.
Okay. And then I actually
Oh,
got
they
like
stand
some.
up.
I actually got some carded stuff,
Whoa.
like some vintage carded stuff. It's weird, right?
It's still on. Who is this guy?
This is Bazooka,
cool.
and I was gonna bring. It's Bazooka. I was gonna
He
bring
makes
the
really shitty gum.
original one. I know. I was gonna bring the
His jokes
original
are
one
terrible.
to compare, because the original one, like, he has a green helmet and he has a red shirt that has a number 14 on it. Looks like a football jersey. And
Oh yeah.
yeah. And so this is the Gone Fishing version for some fucking reason. That's what everyone calls him. It's Gone Fishing Bazooka because it's pretty obvious why.
That's great.
Um,
An on card.
I know.
So we can just open this up, right?
Yeah. Just
Go ahead.
Okay.
I got my knife here.
You just tear the card
Well, I think you just like this.
halfway.
It's not funny when we do it.
I think I'm going to save the other stuff for later.
Okay.
So that's going to be me for now.
All right. Elginator.
Let me
You got
That's
things.
fine. Yeah, some guy got me some Hot Wheels. No, just kidding. I won't talk about it.
Some guy.
All right, I got kind of a mix and match of stuff. I'll start with these alternation figures.
So cool.
I finally finished all the alternation ones that they have. that they've released.
Hint, hint. Make some more.
Yeah, exactly. There's supposed to be 2 more that they. It's like Series 2. It's the Alpha and Bomber. It says coming soon, but I don't think they're ever coming soon because I think they're pretty much done as a company.
Dumb.
You're friends with them. Just ask.
I know. I did.
Oh, okay. You're just trying to be nice.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
Anyway,
my favorite toy.
So this is Dart.
It's so cool.
So all of these alternation figures they're human-animal hybrids. They were basically created in a lab, and they're part of the GK Delta team. So he's a combination of different frogs, poison frog, and bullfrog, and some other stuff, but also like a human as well.
And a human that wears shorts.
Yeah.
Cargo shorts.
Yeah. He does have an action feature where when you push his legs down like that, he does flip and does like a little flip, kind of.
Cool.
But I want to knock more stuff over.
Backflip into the pile.
Yeah.
I want to touch him.
He does come with a bunch of accessories, which I have in this bag, which I don't really want to pass around because there's a lot of stuff with it.
Wearing headphones. Oh, man. He's
The
You
one,
pass the bag around.
yeah, I can pass it around. So this figure actually came with this comic book, which I think the guy sent it out with it as well. But it was also so I bought it on their website because it was a damaged box, so I got it for like $10 with free shipping. And it was apparently, I didn't know it at the time, but it was also a special edition one that came with those orange weapons, which are like radioactive weapons, according to the box. So it came with a second set of his weapons in that one, because apparently it's like it was some pre-order one that never got sent out. They do come with packing comics as well. And then it also came with this larger comic. Like full-size comic. But yeah, tons of weapons, accessories,
Including
action
this
features.
bitchin' barbell.
That's for a different guy. That's for this other
Okay,
guy.
well, it still came with someone came with a barbell.
Yeah, so Quilroy is this other guy.
Quilroy.
Quilroy, yep.
Okay.
He came with that barbell accessory and some other accessories in there as well. But he's a combination of bat, porcupine, rhino, and human. He does have
like you do.
Yeah, he does have an action feature on his shoulder. He can shoot out his quills.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't.
So don't.
Yeah, I don't really want to.
That's how you put your eye out.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, he can. Like I said, they all come with packing comics. Kind of throw back to
And
the
how
old
great to have some fiction with your toy
Yeah.
line.
stuff. Exactly. So it's kind of I don't know. They're just really awesome. They're I kind of fell into them on I bought the first 2 on Amazon Prime Day for super cheap, and then got the rest of them. As
Because
gifts
they're
or-
awesome.
Yeah, they're just really cool, and they size well with Masterverse stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, those quill shootout.
That's cool.
So yeah, I finally have. Sad Josh took the toy
close.
away.
I keep forgetting.
But yeah, these 2 complete the figures that I already have for this line that have been produced.
Oh, and those 2 look so neat, though.
Yeah.
I hope I'll keep up hope.
Yeah. Are you okay over there, Corey?
Yeah, I smashed my knee under
There's
the
a
table.
thing there
Yeah.
that hurts people.
So McDonald's was having like their adult Happy Meal things.
Where all the French fries are shaped like dicks.
Yep. It was the Kerwin Frost McNugget Buddies.
What?
So they had a whole bunch. They have like 6 of them that you can get. I ended up just going there just to be like, well, see what
It's a toy.
they
I'll
look
get
like.
it.
It's an old throwback to the McNugget Buddies, basically.
Yeah.
So I got it and opened it up, and even like the stuff is like there's like McDonald's wrapper, in it as well. So
Appreciate it. Yeah.
I'm like opening it up, and it's like, what is this? Like, this isn't on the box.
Potato.
I'm like looking on the back. It's like it's none of these characters. So I had to look it up.
Golden nugget.
It's the Golden Nugget. It's the Chase one.
Seriously?
Yeah, on the very first one I buy is the Chase one. These are going for up to $100 or more.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was like, I just randomly bought one.
For shits
So I'm
and
like,
giggles.
I guess I'm not buying any other ones because I got the good one.
All right, you're done.
But yeah, it's a little golden nugget.
I want to hold a $100 golden nugget.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
So, can you just go buy a regular nugget and paint it gold?
I don't know.
think they allow that.
I
So
would.
it looks like the
You
other
would.
ones have like accessories. and
Yeah,
stuff,
they
so-
do. You can swap them.
And
You
that
can.
one doesn't.
Yeah.
That's going to be the thumbnail of the episode. You holding a golden. nugget.
You can swap out their like accessories and stuff.
It looks like a VeggieTale character.
Yeah, but it has a little
Eyeballs,
has a little card. It says McNugget Legend. Golden like the arches, golden like the fries, golden like the edges on McDonald's apple pie.
Oh, nice. Let me drop a fat
Not-
beat
they're
and
not
you can do that
black.
again.
Every time I
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I got a chase one on the first one. So I was like,
Of course you did.
Lucky
Yeah.
you.
so that was cool. And then for Christmas, I got. Let's see this back in here.
more.
Yeah. I got the original NES WrestleMania game. Pass that on.
Do you have an NES?
I do.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Yep, had it. Had them all.
So yeah, it was one I played when I was like in second grade a lot, and I think I'd posted.
1980s bodybuilder belly.
Yeah, I had posted on Instagram a while back. Once I got all the WWE superstars, I posed them of all the characters in this game, with all those figures and everything, and then ended up getting that for Christmas from Amanda. So.
Nice.
And to finish out, talk about some G.I. Joe classifieds. First one was the one that Corey got me, Lady J.
Hello.
That's Scarlet.
Was it Scarlet? Oh, yeah, Scarlet. I guess the Lady J was the other one I got a while back.
Lady J's green.
The green braid.
Scarlet's
Sorry.
dirty fucking
I-
redhead.
She only came with the little crossbow for a weapon, the little handheld crossbow. But that's from the movie, the Origins movie, the G.I. Joe Origins.
The terrible Snake Eyes movie.
Yeah. Which I rewatched again just to be like,
And it's still terrible.
yeah, it's not great. Also from that movie is Akiko.
Kiko your ass.
And which I thought when I originally opened it, I was like, is it Akiko or Akiko? And they pronounce it both ways in the movie.
Ah.
So it's like, great, thanks for nothing.
It's cool.
But she's part of with Storm Shadow in the
Arashikagi.
yes, the Gesundheit.
Bless you.
I just threw up a little chili.
Yeah, with the trainers, the
Yeah.
blind guy, and then the other guy,
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
another dude. Yeah.
blind master, and
And Kung Fu Panda.
yes, those two guys. And then of course I got Sergeant Slaughter.
Star of the
his
show.
hat?
It's in this
Fat
bag
I see.
with all the other weapons for the other figures as well.
I bet that's not what his hair looks like now.
No, it's not. But this is about as close as to the movie.
His hair hasn't looked like that for a long time.
Yeah, to the movie version, the animated film version of Sergeant Slaughter. Like they even gave him his weapons, correct weapons, and his hat and his whistle, and
Follows us on Twitter.
and they gave him a little action figure to hold as well.
Oh, gosh.
So he comes with his own little action figure
That's fucking awesome.
that
Oh,
that he can
of
hold.
course he
him.
does.
This
And-
might now be officially the best G.I. Joe accessory.
Yeah, this figure, like with what it comes with and what it looks like,
trumped
is probably
Son
the
of a bitch.
it's probably the best one. It's like one of my favorite classified ones. It's just really, and he has like 6 extra hands. It's like yeah.
He needs to be, he needs the hands that can hold his little
Yeah,
action
they're in
figure.
here,
Okay.
and he's got a point. He's got the pointing finger hand. He's got
yeah.
fists. He got open hand, holding hands. Yeah, it's just a great figure, with the accessories and
The
everything.
chin's not quite big enough.
What
Yeah,
about on the other on the menu?
can you see it even? But yeah, he's got his sunglasses, he's got his hat, he's got his
All I
whistle.
see is hat, sunglasses, and chin.
He's got his
So,
little,
yeah,
he's got his little baton thing with a
Heck yeah.
stick, whatever it is, training
It's
stick.
almost Hot Wheels scaled.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So yeah, it's got tons of accessories. The
I
box
didn't know
art
it
is
came
cool.
with that.
Yeah,
didn't either.
it's pretty
That's-
awesome. If you want to
Wow.
look
That
at the
might
stuff
be
in there.
the first classified I buy
Yeah, it's not it's in
just
a
for this thing.
it's in a windowless box. So there's I would recommend buying
so
it.
there's like a bunch of people that have no idea because they don't open their.
Well, it
windowless
shows it on the
packaging.
front, I
Does it?
think, that he's holding it or
so
something.
cool.
I can't. I'd have to get the box in.
Look a baggy.
But yeah, look at this baggie of stuff. But yeah, it's with the accessories and what it has, and having him look exactly how he looks in the movie
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah.
And just it's pretty great. But these other two finished the collection of the Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins Snake Eyes
Terrible
Origin movie classified
origin.
line Origins.
Lucky you. I love it when you complete lines.
There was like 5 figures in it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Something like that.
Well, Spudamus.
I have stuff.
Yay.
And the crowd goes wild.
It's all over there.
It's all over there.
It's way over there.
So I got a G1 quick mix with both of his Target Master guys, whose names I don't.
I was
know
just
off the
going
top
to
of my head.
ask.
I could look it up, but don't wanna.
I know. Is there?
Stickers are,
It's a cool transformation
But-
on this guy.
yeah, it's pretty interesting. Yeah,
Yep. Quick.
dead air. All right.
Whoa.
Then
Sorry, I was
got-
playing with Lego.
Then I got the whichever Bumblebee
Buzzworthy
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee. Studio Series.
Guy.
Age
Super.
of Extinction,
Grimlock.
Grimlock. Yeah.
Number 90. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
supposed
Just
to,
kidding.
that's supposed to like point up.
Whoa, what a beast.
It's pretty cool. I'm not a huge fan of the not actually having a hand, but
Yeah.
and having the mace thing.
That's freaking
Where
cool,
usually he has like an actual mace with a handle. But he looks pretty cool in Dino mode too, and he's not a. It's a weird transformation.
It looks
Yeah.
like he's got 2 heads.
Yeah, but only one in Dino mode.
Yeah, I like when you pointed
Weird.
that out. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, it's not a 2-headed T-Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah, that paint job's neat. When you see them from pictures and stuff, you're just like, oh, it's just a one color, a unicolor thing. But you see it
Monochromatic.
close, and it's like, man, there's some really
There's some detail
cool
in
paint
there.
going on.
Does the extra head hide inside the body somewhere?
Maybe.
It's magic.
Okay.
But yes,
It kind of becomes part of the tail and like folds inside out. And,
Weird.
this guy doesn't like to stand
you
up.
like to rock.
So I got a couple the GoBot Rock Lords. I got Terra Rock, who he likes to sit all weird.
Oh yeah, his legs.
His
are pretty
legs a little
wobbly.
floppy, but it was cheap.
Yeah, I got this guy.
It's got ribs.
And then
I got this guy.
And Tombstone.
I had this guy as a kid. It's alright.
What's that one's name?
Tombstone,
Oh,
who's got a weird head.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Is his mouth open?
It's like a rock.
His mouth
but
does
then it's
not. It looks like it does, but it does not open.
I mean, if you try
Yeah,
hard
yeah.
enough.
If you
Open.
break it, yeah, it actually does not.
Yeah.
I googled it,
Yeah.
and it says it does not.
I didn't see any articulation point there.
Yeah,
What's
but there's
not
like a
supposed
weird like screw thing on the side of his head that looks like it could be.
Let's just cut that way.
And
It's cool.
Yeah, there's a screw in it.
let me do the thing with the
The crazy name for the next one.
yeah. And so, like, I don't know if this is actually a knockoff or what.
Right.
Because Transformer Land has no idea. Also, the picture was very misleading.
Yeah.
On how.
Like, why do people leave their change next to the toy in pictures? And now we know why.
Yeah.
Scale.
So this is.
Did they have a quarter next
this
to it?
says that it's Transformers Cybertron Optimus Prime, clear TV magazine mail away.
Cool.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, sounds great.
Boy, it looked bigger in the picture, I'll tell you that.
That is the Cybertron version of Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
At like 1/10 the scale.
Yeah, really
so
cool.
he's not a knockoff, but he might be a knockoff.
Only in that I haven't really seen anything.
Never seen or heard of it before. It doesn't mean anything.
If it is a knockoff, it's a pretty good knockoff.
I've never, TV mail away. Like, what?
Yeah.
What is that even?
Yeah.
What
no
is-
idea.
Was this an eBay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was
More than.
depressingly
Well, it's
expensive.
smaller than he thought.
It's a lot smaller than I thought it was. If it was the size of the regular Cybertron
Right.
Or even
Optimus
half of
Prime, it would have been a really good price.
But that's a little fella. He's
Yeah.
cool as shit.
So there was no finger for scale.
Nope.
Nope.
There's nothing.
That's the new thumbnail. All
Your
right.
finger for scale isn't still
That's
misleading.
still-
Yeah. I got.
And
thick
that's
fingers.
all I have for today.
Okay, well, it's like I said, it's been a minute since we recorded. My desk was filling up full of toys, and I'm sorry, I'm going to go fast since I have a lot. It's basically the whole wave of Legacy United that's out right now, and we'll start with the core class. We got Energon Megatron.
Pew pew.
He's an awesome, big, giant guy, and it's just bizarre that they made him this tiny little
scale.
dude.
Finger for scale.
This might be the coolest one out of all of them. This is Beast Wars 2nd Tasmania Kid. I was just blown away with his transformation for a core class figure.
For being so tiny.
It's but it's transfer. Oh, it's so freaking cool, man! So neat. And then
abs.
And then speaking of Rock Lords ish, back, they the super nerds, when there's like a toy listing in Targets and Walmarts, when it's just text, people get in there and they scrub the info and we've got listings, and they're just abbreviations of things, and these were called Rock Lords in those early listings. We're like, what? We're getting Rock Lords and Transformers? And then these came out. That's what we got so far there. Infernac is the name of, it's like the subclass of these, but here's a core class guy. His name is I forgot
Call him
already.
Jim.
Is his name Tricycle?
I forgot that one. This one's a deluxe one. His name's Boulder Crash.
Yep.
But they're neat.
I like this guy's head.
So they don't turn into rocks, but their vehicles are very rock
They got shit all
inspired,
over.
and it's not that it's a different kind of plastic, but man, they feel so different than all the other plastics. It's neat. Then we got Rescue Bots Chase. He's a deluxe figure, but the second one now from the Rescue Bots series, pretty neat. And we got deluxe Cybertron Windblade. Got another Windblade. She's got a neat little transformation, and she's
Some
badass
cool
and
translucent plastic on that one. The one before.
cool. Yep. And there's some big-time clear plastic on Animated Bumblebee. This is a deluxe, but boy, he's
If
tiny.
you want to see what these look like, you have to watch the video on YouTube. Sorry, people.
Yeah, I guess I could have been more descriptive.
No. You go watch the video.
That's true. Do that.
People.
But the Animated Bumblebee, he's like half the size of a deluxe. He's really small, but also, again, really cool and neat transformation. Speaking of animated, then we got into the Voyager Optimus Prime from Animated. He's great.
His nose looks like a cat nose.
He's got a really cool transformation too, and his weapon's awesome. And yep. And then we
Big, cool
got,
axe.
you got to feel the power of the Thundertron.
Mm-hmm.
This is Thundertron from Prime. He's a big bad tiger dude. Yeah, he's awesome. And then lastly, got
His head looks like God.
Beast Wars Tigerhawk. And Tigerhawk's cool. He's the most powerful Transformer in the Beast Wars series. He was Tigatron and Air Razor were two characters that fell in love and blah, blah, blah. And then
If you're a fan of Friends, the head sculpt on this dude looks like when Chandler's trying to smile.
and they got combined into the one form, into Tigerhawk.
That is
Tigerhawk.
pretty similar to the original.
Yeah, really, in a lot of ways it is. It's
So that's
super-
what happens when robots do it
yeah,
with a
kinda.
bird.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was
Okay.
a curse from a wizard. But
Fuse them with Energon.
I gotcha.
Oh my gosh, what happened? Yeah, so the new wave of Legacy United, I love it. It's great.
Tiger Bird.
Tiger Bird. Yeah. So what you guys been doing?
Oh, just playing with toys.
Well, I know,
Go.
I know. A while back,
This episode's boring. Let's start over.
this and the last couple episodes, they're all the topics have been chosen by our patrons,
Oh.
and so this is just another one of those.
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah. Well, no, I know you're all excited about this topic because this is like Elgin's chance to shine, and for sure.
I just
And-
have a lot of them, I guess.
But
really-
we're now that we're all grown up, even when we were kids, we loved rated R movies.
Of course, they're the best.
The best. Why?
Because there's more.
You might be able to see boobs.
That's just the chance.
First
That's all
appearance
we
of
needed.
nipple.
When I was younger, I was like 16-ish, 15 or 16, and Jeremy Sample and I re-rented the movie Scent of a Woman.
Oh,
And it's a great movie, right? And so we got home, and my dad's like, "What'd you get?" And we said, "Scent of a Woman." And he's like, "Okay, well, I better watch this first." And so he sat there and watched the whole thing through fast forward just to make sure there weren't a bunch of titties in it because
not
the
that
title
Because
kind
of the
of
title.
movie.
Yeah.
It's like it's about a blind guy, Dad.
I swear.
I'll be the
But yeah,
judge of that.
he made us wait while he stood there and watched the whole thing and fast forward to make sure it was safe. 'Cause apparently we didn't know what boobs looked like.
I
At
guess.
16 years old, I don't know.
Do you remember your first R-rated movie you did watch?
Boy, I do.
Can you
Yes.
say it
Oh,
on
you
the
asked-
air?
you want
Yeah.
me
I'm trying to think.
Do you do?
Yeah, I do. Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Oh yeah, Linnea Quigley on the Antlers.
Naughty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stabby.
I remember
yeah.
Porky's really early on.
Yeah.
That was one of my.
Oh, and then there was the porn version of that called Piggies, where there's like full on.
But it's already.
Fucking,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You guys? No, don't remember. Your therapist made you forget.
Yeah, probably.
Like mine were all horror movies. It was all like the first one I remember
All the
pretty
time.
vividly at a friend's house was Silent Night, Deadly Night, and then after that it was like all the Friday the 13th movies. And
Yeah, Friday 13th was one of my early ones too.
yeah,
On USA and. Oof.
Up All Night
Yeah.
with what was her name?
Rhonda Shear.
Rhonda Shear. That's it. I knew it was Rhonda.
And then
something.
eventually Gilbert Godfrey. What a transition.
I
It's
know.
terrible.
It's
terrible.
Awful.
Both of them give me boners in a different way.
Anyway, they made some toys out of these movies we loved and
Yeah.
grew up with. And Elgin, you brought you brought all of them.
I brought all the ones that I own, I think.
So you definitely have a Predator fetish, obviously
I guess.
now.
Yeah. And aliens. And, yeah, there's, I mean, there's a bunch of Predator. They're all in front of, if you're watching the video.
Right. Oh yeah.
They're all in the front. So I have a collection of Kenner Predators that came out in the 90s, mid 90s, and I even have a NECA one as well that I got as a Christmas present. It's the Shaman one. Yeah, Corey was pointing at it, and I have some Lanyard aliens and also Predators as well. the landing predators on the left side, you're right, and then the aliens on the other side.
And then there's puppy dog.
And then
alien.
there's Kenner aliens as well. Kenner made those around the same time because they did an Aliens versus Predator. They did it before the movie even came out. They had the licensing rights to it. Kenner had a lot of licensing rights to R-rated movies. They had RoboCop as a license. Kenner put out those toys as well. They had Terminator 2. So there's a bunch of Terminator 2 figures that Kenner put out. There's Police Academy, which was a rated R film.
Yeah.
And then there's
Did Police Academy have boobs?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. But never from Houlihan. Or was that her name?
I don't know.
No. Yeah. Well,
the actual police
right.
officer lady.
It was more when they went to the beach party.
Yeah.
And then they wanted the two cadets to follow them, and they went to the Blue Oyster instead.
I think it's probably been more than 20 years since I've seen that movie. Well, I'm gonna
Anyway.
watch it now.
Yes.
But Kenner put out those toys, and those toys look. I mean, they're just like they look like kids' toys. They're not. They're like animated looking type of stuff. And I do have some Rambo toys. The Coleco put those out in the 80s, and so I have a Rambo and his friend something, I can't remember his name.
Ellen.
Yeah. It's like Thunder or something like that. It'll come to me later. But so I have those. I got those two. Yeah, I got those two for Christmas way back. There was a cartoon with Rambo as well that it basically was those action figures are based on. I have some Mega Construct aliens as well, along with the Kenner aliens. So a bunch of Kenner love here, I guess, right now. They did make so another Schwarzenegger film, Commando, which I probably watched that quite a bit.
Yeah, Commando was awesome.
They did make figures for that as well. There's a Matrix. Who's that? That's the character's name. That Diamond Toys put out in the 80s. And what other ones? There's Starship Troopers toys that Galoob put out from the movie.
Oh yeah.
And then
and all this stuff, like Starship Troopers. I was a teenager, or
Yeah,
maybe
so
a little
was I.
older, but like a lot of the stuff, like the Police Academy toys, like I wouldn't have been allowed to watch that when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Like,
I probably watched that as a kid.
I wonder,
really, realizing.
I wonder, like who. Like when toy companies were marketing these toys, like how did they market it to kids who weren't allowed to watch those movies?
With all the Predator and Alien stuff, they made their own like comic because it was with like Dark Horse and stuff. And so they put out their own comic book, and it was basically just not even related to the movie. I mean, they did have some Marines, like that would be like in Aliens. They had a whole line of like Hicks and Ripley and all the rest of them. And but a lot of it wasn't like tied. They did their own separate Hive Wars comic that came out later with some aliens and predators. They had a whole kind of combination line with that. So it's just kind of strange. I mean, the Terminator stuff, I guess, was closer to the movie, and same with RoboCop. But
or you completely change the dynamic of the movies and make it like a comedy, like Toxic Crusaders.
yeah,
I wish like hell I saw that cartoon when it was aired, but I'm a huge Troma fan, and I've watched some of it now, and it's fun as hell. But it's it's terrible, but it's awesome. But I like the show. I think I'm gonna try and start collecting those. They're so cool.
yeah. I think.
But yeah, they 180'd it. It's not that Toxic Avenger is a horror, or it's just rated R for its nastiness. But
Sure, and the gore and stuff. But yeah, the Playmates Toys put out Toxic Avenger stuff back in the.
Did Toxic Crusaders air like on regular, like
I think
after
it did.
school Saturday? Because that like it sound like I feel like I remember that. Like barely.
Yeah, it was after when I was done watching.
It came out in 1991, which is like right at the end of when I was still watching cartoons after school and on Sunday mornings. But I still was. And I still did all the way through like my teen years, and as an adult a whole lot less, but like I was still watching shit on Nickelodeon and watching like anime and stuff like all the way till, you know, now. I've really never stopped watching cartoons, but like the sitting down after school and spending the entire evening watching cartoon stuff, that ended when I was about 16 or so. But 91 I would have been 14 and I would have still been kind of. And so, yeah, I think I remember watching that show when I was a kid. It's on Amazon Prime now if you want to check it out.
Lucky. Yeah. It's fun. It's cool. Do you remember watching any, Spooty?
Not really.
You were so young. Such a baby boy.
What other, like, were there other cartoons that came out that were, like... There was a Police Academy cartoon, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There
So
was, yeah.
I can't remember any others.
Other than the Rambo one. was
Yeah.
out. Forces of Freedom was the cartoon. And that guy's name is Turbo.
Was there a Conan the Barbarian cartoon?
There was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That was pretty good. There's figures for that as well.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty expensive.
A lot of that stuff is pretty expensive.
The main bad guy in that cartoon looks like
a total dickwad.
like Cobra type. It looks like Serpentor.
Does he?
Yeah, and it's a snake guy basically. That's the.
I think
bad
I saw
guy.
that recently. I think someone
I
posted
think I showed.
like
I think I showed a picture
yeah.
to you.
Yeah, it must have been you. Like
I can't. It's like
Pulled up a
it's like
comparison
like Rathamon or something like
Yeah.
that. Where it's, but he looks like Serpentor basically.
yeah.
For me, I missed all that, I think. When I first started getting into R-rated toys was when McFarlane did the movie Maniacs. The first wave of those had them all and had all of them since. And when we got our Freddy Kruegers, for the first time, we get to see this thing in a not articulated, but a super sculpted toy with accessories and the Jasons and all those really helped turn me into horror toys for sure. Did you guys get into any of that? Not really.
No horror toys.
No. I don't remember having any toys from R-rated lines.
You were a
when I
good
was
boy.
kid. I had I just had G.I. Joe's, Transformers, and a few Stray, He-Man, and other random stuff.
A couple Spawn
Oh yeah.
toys.
Yeah, McFarlane went to town on those too. There's
Yeah.
some really badass stuff.
Yeah, the Rambo ones were the only ones I really had growing up. Most other stuff I've gotten later in life, but those two I had as a kid, and I probably watched the second Rambo movie quite a bit. I know, it's so good. For like a kid
First
watching
Blood
it,
Part 2.
yeah, naming the movies is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But since the third one's just called Rambo 3, which should be called
Which,
Part 3.
yeah, and the
Should be called
first
Blood Part
movie
3.
was called First Blood.
First
It wasn't
Blood.
called Rambo.
Right.
But nobody
know.
remembers it that way.
Nope.
I know. Anyway, that's a whole different. But I got these, and it was like, it's really awesome that they were like a Rambo figure, And I didn't really think of it in the context of like, oh, it's an R-rated movie. I shouldn't be playing with this.
No.
It was just another muscly guy to play with.
Yeah.
Right.
No, for me, it was more like my parents bought my toys, so
Right. Exactly. It was a Christmas gift.
they got me stuff that they thought was appropriate for me, which is why I wasn't allowed to play with He-Man. Like the Peters kid had them all, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
Magic is the devil.
But then
Anyway.
you had like, was it Mosquitor had the blood
Yeah.
chest? Like there's more blood in that toy than
Oh
there
yeah.
is.
Yeah. There's,
Like that's
Yeah, but that's science.
oh
yeah. Science.
It's different when it's science,
right.
He's a doctor.
right? Like I could go
Drawing
to
blood.
the library and look at all of the reproductive books that I wanted to, but I couldn't watch boobs on TV.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And now I have a whole kitchen full of rated R toys.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. World we live in. Okay.
I really like. I don't know. I just really like how they look. They're just.
I'm so glad that you
know,
found these.
I really dig these solid color ones.
Yeah, the aliens.
Yeah, these
From,
solid
oh,
color.
those are Lanyard,
Red and green.
Lanyard, however you pronounce it.
Yeah.
No lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool.
And their mouths move. You can move their jaws and everything. And they come with stuff, face huggers.
You
and,
love that stuff.
Yeah. And they're pretty well articulated for, for how much I got them for, which was almost nothing because they're all clearance.
Yeah, because who wants these dumb things?
Yeah.
Besides a collector, because they're. I don't know. I really like the solid color. Like, oh, and there's a gold one.
Yeah, that's the runner, from the third movie, I believe. Maybe, I don't know.
Creepy.
But yeah, they're awesome.
It's like a really evil, demonic looking Rafiki.
And so you two have kids now. Have you gotten your kids any rated
what the
R?
fuck
toys?
Yeah, Ethan got. So they did a first run of these aliens toys. They're in a smaller scale. They're maybe like 4-inch.
Yeah.
And he bought a bunch of those because they look cool. They're solid
He's not
colors.
wrong.
They're solid colors like this, and I think there's like a blue and a pink and yellow and all those. And there's a queen as well. And he bought that. He was like, "This is awesome because the mouth, the second mouth will shoot out when you move its head back."
Yeah.
And he bought like Mega Constructs. They did a Predator set, the Black Series, I think. And he picked up those, and I think if it just looks cool, then.
But have you let them watch any of the movies?
No.
No? Oh, I didn't mean to that insultingly. I know some parents that
not yet.
start
Maybe
their kids
later.
way young and
Yeah,
have
no
problem with
my
that,
kids, I tried watching the first 90s Addams Family movie with them recently,
Sure.
and it was too scary for them.
Yeah.
So, but I don't care what toys they get.
Right.
I don't stop them from getting any particular toys. They've got everything from Transformers and G.I. Joes to Barbies and just weird, stretchy things. I don't know what they're called. And Ren got some Ninja Turtles for his birthday. I don't know. He's just they'll play with anything, and normally it ends up just being the box.
Yeah.
just as entertaining to them as
I
the
think
toy.
I've described Predator, the '87 Predator movie, enough that he knows what it is.
And he's old enough
Like,
now that he could
He
take
could
it.
probably, maybe.
He's
a couple
12, right?
He's sure.
Ish.
Carry the
He's
three.
12-ish.
Maybe 12 this year.
Yeah, I mean, obviously everyone's different, but I know I was way younger than
Oh, yeah, I
that
was
when I
too.
started watching that stuff.
I mean, my dad worked second shift all the time, so he's never home.
yeah,
My mom,
didn't give a fuck.
she didn't. She really didn't. Like, we were kind of, my brother and I were kind of left on our by ourselves most of the time. I mean, TV basically raised us.
Right.
And so it was like, we had VHS around, and it was like, well, guess we're watching
We're
this.
watching Predator, one of the most romantic movies
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
So that means ipso facto, Ethan, with the internet now even
Yeah,
at his
probably
disposal,
could.
has probably
Probably seen.
checked out some things.
Yeah.
How's that make you feel?
Not great. but-
Not as probably not as bad as when Lily got a hold of a laptop
Yeah.
all by herself.
Yeah, that was fun times.
Kids, huh? Fun.
Grandparents, huh?
Yeah, that too.
Here, take this laptop and go into the spare bedroom and entertain yourself.
Right. Unrestricted.
Videos of people having sex.
Yep. It was a fun conversation.
Yeah. And then you got, but then you played with Barbies afterwards.
Right.
Show me on this doll.
Show me what you saw.
Oh my gosh, what's happening?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
What? There's
let's,
multiple.
Well, if she didn't
dolls?
watch this, she never will.
Yeah. She actually watches the episode.
Oh, great.
Well,
Yeah.
not anymore.
Let's take
Hey,
a
Lily.
break. Yeah, let's take a break. Let's hear from our podcast network, that cool place that does these things.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
All right, we're back, and Elgin's going to take us somewhere to a store tour.
All right, today's store is called KnowWhere Collectibles. I see what you did there.
I'm funny.
It's at 111 East Main Street in Watertown, Wisconsin. It's ran by a local illustrator, Tim Stout, which is also a pop art showcase location. It's mainly new toys, including Transformers, Classified Joes, Motu, Star Wars, Marvel, DC, Funko Pops, etc. Did you know that Watertown, Wisconsin has the first kindergarten in the U.S.? And kindergarten is German for Garden of Children. It was opened in 1856 by Marguerite Schurz. That's in Waterton, Wisconsin, or Watertown. They probably could say Watertown, or maybe Watertown.
We learned so much on this segment.
Watertoon.
Yeah. That's KnowWhere. That's KnowWhere Collectibles.
I get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? Funny.
Yeah. I had to say the Kno in front of it. Yeah. 111 East Main Street, Waterton, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
All right. Thank you, Elgin. Let's go over to Corey and hear from you guys. It's time for Talking Toys.
Hey there, everybody. It's Corey with Talking Toys, and tonight we got all the things in the people, and they're going to say the things to you. Chris Turnip Simmons, he says, some of my favorite toys from the 90s were the RoboCop.
Yeah.
The RoboCop.
Yep, he says the RoboCop. So, what an idiot. Terminator 2 and Aliens lines. Eddie Areola, the Brown Ranger, says, I remember as a kid my favorite R-rated toys were RoboCop. Somebody got it right. I always wanted an ED-209 and never got one. Always wanted one, and one day I will have a version that will look great on my shelf. Hey, dream big, buddy. Eddie also said, also found a short lightsaber under my mom's... Also found a short lightsaber under my mom's bed when I was about 7. It vibrated and smelled weird. I don't know if that counts or not, but it was for my mom, and it must only be for adults.
Eddie.
And then Jeremy Zeigenhorn, he finally chimed in early enough. Hey, buddy. Swamp. Yeah, well, he always answers these, but it's always after we've recorded. Swamp Thing and Toxic Crusaders were definitely born of R-rated movies. The toy lines were amazing. What an unhinged time for toys. The 90s were that, definitely.
Yeah, I think Ethan has a Swamp Thing toy.
Yeah, because like that's when things like Gone Fishing Bazooka came out, and that's when like all the neon 90s stuff happened with Joe's, and yeah. So anyway, that's it for Talking Toys this week.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. Well, before
You're welcome.
Yes, you are part of everyone.
Okay.
Good job. Before we go, I definitely want to remind everyone, if you like the show and want to help out, tell a friend, and if you're feeling frisky, go onto that Apple Music and leave us a review, Apple Podcasts, 5 stars. It'd really be helpful, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, there's this Patreon. I know, it's so cool. Patreon.com/cracktasticplastic. Such a cool place to go. It's basically, you can help out the show and you get cool stuff from us. Mm-hmm. One of those things is like a shout out. Yeah, right here on the show. And I'm going to do that right now.
Hey, Bill!
There's Bill. That's right, Bill Fisher and Tony Miller and Chris Turnip Simmons and Peter Glinsman, Alex LaForest, and Michelle Pizzullo. Guys and gals, thank you so much for being patrons.
Which ones are the gals?
Tony Miller.
Nice. So hot.
I know. Well, all right, guys, we did it. Thank you so much for
the
tuning
end.
in. It's not just music; it fades in.
Oh.
Like you hear that?
I don't yet.
Well, keep listening, and
turn
we're
it
gonna.
up.
Still don't hear
Yeah, I'm turning it up. All right, thanks everyone for listening and watching.
There
Bye-bye.
it is.
See you later.
Thank you for listening to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. But not so fast, my foul fiends. Don't forget to follow these fools on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And visit cracktasticplastic.com. I'll be back.
Hey there, gang. Still listening? I'd like to take this brief moment to invite you to help support this independent podcast. By supporting the show, you get access to episodes early, shout-outs on the show, and be part of our exclusive chat. To learn more, go to patreon.com/cracktasticplastic. Yeah.